What kind of super student will you be? Welcome, 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 welcome to L.I.F.T Tutoring. To L.I.F.T Tutoring. Welcome to another video by L.I.F.T Tutoring. Love, instruction, foundation, teaching. Kindergarten readiness. What kind of super student are you? Welcome to L.I.F.T Tutoring. Okay, today I want to point out some writing that you will possibly be seeing as your child is in kindergarten or getting ready to go to kindergarten. A lot of my parents often ask me, what exactly does writing look like in kindergarten? And a lot of parents focus on spelling, and they focus on the way the words are supposed to look and the way the letters are supposed to look. But really, in kindergarten, writing starts off very simply and then it builds on each other. So I want to talk about, today I want to talk about some things that you'll be seeing and what to look for to understand your child's growth and advancement in their writing in the coming year. Okay, so as your children are beginning to have their writing, many parents think that you have to focus on spelling and the shape of the letters and the words, but writing starts off a lot more simply than that when the child is in kindergarten or kindergarten age. So the very first thing that the kindergarten teachers will be teaching children is to draw pictures. This is the very first step of writing, and this is done so that the children can start to tell a story, whether the story is fictional or nonfiction. And these pictures are the foundation of writing because they allow for children to understand what it means to add more details, to tell us more about the story, so that the reader, the person looking at the picture, can get a full scope of what is going on in the picture or the writing. Next, after that, is when labeling begins. So labeling, in its very straight up easiest explanation, is so when the child is drawing a picture, now instead of just drawing a picture and they tell you what it is, they are starting to use their phonological awareness and their listening for their sounds, and are able to now write letters that match the sounds that match what the picture is. So for example, if they draw a house and some grass and a sun, then you would hope to see the very first sounds of those words. So you would hope to see a G next to the grass, an H next to the house, and a S next to the sun. This is the very beginning stages of labeling. After that, what we like to see as teachers is they'll start to hear their first sounds and their ending sounds, and hopefully their middle sounds. But after that is really when we start to crack down on sight words. So for the entirety of the kindergarten curriculum, I and many other teachers who have taught kindergarten are not necessarily looking for the children to spell every single word correctly. The words we are looking for them to spell correctly are indeed their sight words. So these sight words, sight word list, adult sight word list, pre-K, kindergarten, and then some children are able to go into first grade sight word lists in kindergarten. These are the words that we are strict on. He, I, am, it, is, in, things like that. When they're spelling these words, okay, the first couple of times, that's fine if you're spelling it phonetically as you hear it, but really those are the words that really need to be cracked down on, that need to be spelled correctly. After that, like I mentioned before, we're starting to get towards more of the more stretched out phonemic spelling, and starting to use have phonics implemented, and so that children can start to get towards spelling words correctly based on the sounds that they know, and which letters make what sounds, and which grouping of letters make what sounds. And then after that is when I really get into spacing. So I want them to be able to understand everything we talked about before, and then I start to push them towards spacing. Now this is for the children who are beginning stages. So we're trying to focus on those other foundational skills before I start to say, hey, you got to learn how to space, because if they aren't actually putting words on the line yet, then we're not going to get to spacing yet. After that, writing will become more detailed, and their writing stamina will increase. And then at the very end, you'll have something like this. And we went from a picture all the way to full stamina writing. So I hope that helps you understand some of the beginner stages of writing. Check with the next video to see what a more advanced kindergarten writing looks like. We'll see you in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe. We're not sponsored by Marvel, but our program is pretty marvelous. Kindergarten Readiness. Like and subscribe.